Hello everyone. We will talk today with two enthusiastic and passionate language professionals who are heading the Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages for Women. Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages is one of the wings of Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha, which has been committed to empowerment of women through education. The institution works relentlessly towards educating the women and thereby making themselves self-reliant. The Sanstha was established in 1896 by the great visionary and social worker Bharat Ratna Maharshi Karve to provide shelter to destitute women. Heading the foreign language department is Rajashree Phatak, a German expert, trained Bharatnatyam dancer and the coordinator of foreign languages. She has active engagement in arranging seminars, webinars of language experts, foreign university collaborations, and organizing language events. She has been a faculty of German at various prestigious institutions in Pune. Welcome to the show, Rajashree.
Yes, thank you, Lalita, and good morning.
Good morning. Nice to have you here.
My pleasure.
With Rajashree, we also have her colleague Trupti Tiwari, who will join us later. She heads the English language department and she is a communication skills, soft skills and English language trainer and an IDP-trained IELTS trainer. First, we welcome Rajashree. Welcome to the show. I will start by asking you, you are the coordinator of foreign languages at the Institute. Can you tell us more about it?
That actually I am arts background student, having done Masters in Political Science, and also I was into performing arts when I was in Tiwari. That time I have joined German language courses and I found the language so interesting. It was in Maximilian Bhavan. And then luckily I got the chance to move to Germany for study purpose. I stayed there in NRW area for 6 years, where I have done German language course and my masters in German language from Phatak University. And when I came back from my studies, when I came to Pune, I visited and worked as a visiting faculty for German language in all educational institutions. And from 2017, I am working here at Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages as a coordinator of foreign language department. So in our department, we do provide all foreign language courses, basically international syllabus courses, like you must be aware of Maximilian Bhavan for German and Alliance France from French, then Dele Spanish and Italian, etc. We do have Japanese also. And we are now planning to introduce Sanskrit as well as Korean and maybe 2 or 3 Indian languages. So that is our goal in coming year.
So nice. So you have a lot of languages, including Indian languages.
Yes.
That is very good. Can you tell us more about the institute? When did you start? When did the institute start? And which languages to be offered?
Definitely, sure. Institute has started more than 15 to 20 years. Basically, Institute is more than 15 to 20 years in existence, and we do have foreign language courses from that time. But nowadays, since myself and my colleague have been involved in the working with the Institute, we are associated with the Institute, which is under the prestigious banner of Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha, of which we are very much proud of. It has a legacy of more than 25 years. Yes. And our work experience with the Institute is really huge. I would say we have learned, personally I have learned lots of things, and there were scope to evaluate and to analyze how better we can improve in the language area, because sometimes students do have some wrong notions they carry, that there is nothing that in language you can think about. Right? So there are career options in languages, but Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages definitely it has given us a broader outlook when we have started with the institute. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for sharing this. What are the subjects of the seminars or webinars that you organize?
Yeah. Basically, we have in MKSSS, that is in Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha, we have all academical branches like for engineering, MBA, architecture, fashion technology, BCA, arts, commerce, science college. There are vocational institutes and various institutes in Pune, Karve Nagar, and as well as in Satara, Pai, Ratnagiri, etc. So, keeping in mind our student strength and students coming from the different backgrounds, we do arrange seminar. First, foremost, we feel important is to create awareness about all foreign languages. You know, like, and definitely we do focus what are the career prospects once you learn the language, be it German, French, or Japanese. Then what can be the career opportunities in industry, in academics, as a private tuition or as a private trainer in the language, as a translator and interpreter, webinars and seminars about career opportunities as a foreign language trainer in schools, in professional colleges, in industries, as a translator interpreter, as well as those students who aspire to go abroad for study purpose, okay, or even some professionals who are going for small projects, suppose in Germany, France, or US, or even in Spain or in Italy. We do provide customized courses to them, as well as we do arrange seminars for them also. Why language is important once you land in European countries. So there are such kind of subjects which involves or seminar topics which we do focus on. Basically, language and language related, how language can be a bridge for a good communicator, how a good communication should be in your mother tongue or in any foreign language. So whatever, in and around the language, not only Marathi, any foreign language. So we do focus on those topics when our seminars are.
So you not only arrange courses, but you also give them proper information and knowledge.
Yes,
about the industry.
Yeah, as well as we do focus on scholarship programs also. Some of the universities, like we have a couple of foreign collaborations. If those universities have some scholarship programs, or even in India, some of the institutes or some of the organizations, they do have some scholarship programs, and they are assigned for students who are inclined to learn foreign language. So we do arrange seminars for these students also, from these experts.
Rajashree, you mentioned that you have foreign collaborations. So do you also invite delegates to visit your institute?
Yes, ma'am. We have invited, up till now we had more than 7 to 8 Japanese delegations. Before pandemic, and they have visited our campus, and they were from Wakayama University, Japan, and Osaka School of Language. And as I have told you that we have arranged seminar about scope, study and job opportunities for students in Japan and scholarship programs, etc. As well as we have done MOU with Hanover University some 5 to 6 years back, and under that program, under that MOU also, we had one German student belonging to clinical data science management, and she visited our nursing institute, and as a credit program, she was there with us for 2 weeks. So likewise, we had a couple of collaborations with Germany and Japan.
Wow, that is really impressive.
Yes. And students have also, from that, keeping our goal in mind, students have also developed the interest, because once they see that natives are there, can speak language, and definitely they could interact with them, and whatever queries they had, it was very well solved during the seminar sessions.
Wow, that's nice.
Even in Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha, not only our students, but even outsiders, they are allowed to join our portal, they are allowed to join our seminars and webinars. Whatever events we are arranging, everyone who has liking for languages, they can definitely enter in our businesses.
Okay, that is nice.
So that posted on our website also. You can definitely visit www.sdil-edu.com or under IELTS.org.in. There also you can find, and we do post it on we have our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and in with Chitra newspaper also, and in coming months we will be advertising it in Maharshi Times as well. So whatever marketing medias are there, from them you will come to know about our business.
So your institute offer like the beginners level,
yes,
intermediate, so on.
Yeah, in every language we have 3 levels right now. Level 1, level 2 and level 3, that is commonly known as A1, A2 and B1. Because see, basically, in our institute, it is not that students are focusing to do language or choose language as a career option where they would like to go till C2 level. Right now their goal is to just get B1 or B2 training so that they will get good placement.
Yes.
So we are having right now any foreign language, whatever we are providing, we do provide levels till 3 steps: A1, A2 and B1.
B1. So in all languages you are doing that?
In all languages, yes. And in Japanese language we have N5, N4 and N3.
Okay. So Rajashree, you individually have learned German and of course Marathi, Hindi, English, we all know. So do you yourself plan to learn any other foreign language or any other Indian language?
Yes, I am planning since long, but due to some time constraint, I am not getting that fit into my schedule. But I am planning to learn either Japanese or French. And definitely we are promoting Sanskrit, because whatever my observation when I was in Germany, that in German people, couple of my German friends or some elderly German people, they were interested to learn Sanskrit. Okay, so maybe what I feel, I don't have that good knowledge of Sanskrit language, but what I feel that any grammar part, if you know Sanskrit language well, what we say Sanskrit is mother of all languages. So if you know Sanskrit language well, I hope you will be able to grasp any language in the world. So my motto right now, that's my target, to promote Sanskrit, to learn Sanskrit for me as well. And one foreign language could be either French I am planning, or Japanese.
Or Japanese?
Yes, or Japanese language.
Okay. A totally different one.
Totally different. Yes.
Wow, that's great.
Yes.
You mentioned that you also organize language events in your institute.
Yes.
So can you tell us which are these events? What kind of events?
Yes, definitely. Normally we do go for German Day, French Day. That is a standard pattern. When students are learning any foreign language, we see to it that that language should be focused in all your activities. So during those events, we plan language day or food and culture events. Recently, January 23, we have organized International Film Festival, and it was open to all students, and we had got very good response to this program. And in that Indian International Film Festival, we have shown one German film, English film and French film, German and French film with English subtitles, because the film festival was open to all students. Not only, it was not limited only to those who knows German or French. It was open to all. So that was also a big event we have organized. And definitely, as I told you earlier, we do organize food, culture, language, and puzzles. Then there's poetry competition, drama competition, small skits. With whatever strength of students we do have, we see to it that we arrange these kind of events which is related to language. Now maybe in the coming year also we are planning that some students we find they have extra potentials, they do write poems. So that poems or that article can be on any topic. It should not be only in German or French. You choose any language you are comfortable in, and then we do provide, we call it as a poetry katta, like Kavita Katta or something like that, and we ask students to participate in those events so that they develop interest to learn languages. And definitely communication, we do always focus that how communication should be, how it should be hassle free, and also how it will add to your personality when you are going for an interview or study purpose in any foreign country or wherever you meet.
you have been in foreign languages as a coordinator, and you yourself have been to Germany and learned German. So, what, according to you, is the importance of learning a foreign language or foreign languages, many of them?
Oh, I would say it's a must. I would say each and every academic institution, like all the schools, almost all schools, like be it SSC board school or ICSE or CBSE, they do have languages. So they do provide language with English, Hindi, Marathi, and any foreign language. So the same pattern is, if it is followed in all the professional colleges as well, I hope that students will benefit a lot. I mean, it's not only from placement point of view. What I feel personally, see, language involves core skills: reading, writing, listening, and communication skills. So in a way, it develops your personality. Memorizing vocabulary, and communicating, and patient listener. One has to be a patient listener when somebody is communicating. So all that soft skills, what we call today, that are automatically developed when you are in the language field. So we do, encourage that students should learn language to groom your personality, as well as to get better opportunity for your, career and everything else.
And I wish you all the best for all your ventures in your foreign language department.
Yes, thank you, Lalita. Even I am very much thankful to you, because you have given us this chance and to present Maharshi Karve Sanstha Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages. It's a very good platform. I have, seen a couple of your videos under language talk segments, and there I have always found that there are other segments also which are related to art, music, etc. So definitely we would like to, visit that or see that videos as well. And obviously language is our field, so we will keep following your e-prasaran and the language talk segments definitely. And as an interviewer also, I congratulate you, because you need to study a lot as it comes to a language. So congratulations once again, and thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Rajashree. Request Trupti to join so I can have a word with her. Hi, Trupti.
Hi, Lalita ma'am.
Hi. I have introduced you already, but again, I will tell people about you. You are heading the English language department of the Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages. So you are a communication skills, soft skills, and English language trainer, right?
Exactly, ma'am.
Yes, and you are a trained IELTS trainer. So, and you have also mentioned that IDP-trained IELTS trainer. So,
exactly.
Yeah, so just for people who don't know about it, can you explain us these short forms, IDP and IELTS?
Why not, ma'am? IDP is a kind of Australian company, you can say. It's a kind of organization which works under many universities in Europe, Australia, other countries. Many universities have, parts in it. And then IDP is co-owner of IELTS exam, which is actually a mandatory requirement for visa procedures when you are going for any English-speaking country. So IELTS is not kind of Masters of English globally. It has a full form which goes like International English Language Testing System, which is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And it is a kind of test, and it is mandatory requirement for visa. So for that, scores are there, and if you're planning abroad in a European country or an English-speaking country, you have to take that. So I am trained through IDP. Right now, just before some days, I got my certificate from Cambridge itself that I'm an IELTS examiner, maybe soon going to be an examiner as well.
Very nice. Congratulations. You are heading the English language department at this institute. So can you tell us more about it?
Why not? Normally, when we are talking about English, it is already the second national language of India, official language. And in India, we actually we start learning it from first standard. But the biggest hindrance I feel, and the mammoth question is, people are still unable to talk in English. I must say, to talk, not communicate. Sometimes they are awesome writers, but when we come for communicating that to speaking, people feel a little, shy about it because they feel that they will be judged. And it is true, English is not considered just a language in India. Sometimes it takes role of, it becomes the part of your personality. If your English is good, you are an intelligent person, which is totally wrong.
That's right.
And that's why the biggest obstacle for us being a trainer is to break that, shyness. To tell people that you can speak and it is very easy. Because for ages, they have been told that this is not that easy. This is not that easy. It's not that easy that you speak in English in a day. But the reality is, English is the easiest language of the world.
Okay.
Learning wise, all
yeah.
the Indian languages are tougher than English, and all the European languages. If you go for European languages, I personally feel when you can learn European languages from the scratch, English is easier because you have been learning it since your childhood. You already know. It's just that hindrance, that obstacle, that how to speak, how to break that barrier of going up. That's the problem.
Yes, and I think in the school curriculum or even in the college curriculum, we are told to write, we are told to read, but not to speak.
Yes, and definitely the number of students in a classroom is also a kind of constraint because you cannot give equal opportunity to everybody in every class because the size of the class is really large. And in that case, you have only 45 minutes or 60 minutes telling your students. And we are still working when it comes to language training. We are still, especially for English, we are working in a very orthodox manner yet. Okay. Even in the classrooms, listening is not given that much priority in the classroom settings. So we are the most modern country when it comes to technology. I personally feel the technology still has not reached the classroom in implementing manner. So there are smart boards, but teachers are not trained to use the smart boards. Otherwise, it will actually cut half of their problems while teaching language, especially English. So that's the thing.
Yes, I agree. The technology is advancing, but our teachers are not trained to use technology in their curriculum. Yes.
That's why I feel that teachers should be, upgrading themselves every now and then because technology is changing every minute. Now everything is available on their phones. The students can actually go and surf it, go through it, but they don't know, they don't have guidance. So teachers are mere, just facilitators right now. We cannot just go and tell them everything. You just have to guide them, motivate them towards it, and then they do it on their own.
You said it. So coming to communication skills, so what according to you is the importance of communication skills in the job scenario or on a personal level? Both.
See, now communication is if you are asking me, communication is the biggest challenge, not in the setting of interviews, in the world and global setting. All these wars, whatever you see, all these wars and chaos is happening because of miscommunication or lack of communication, lack of intelligence while communicating. So if we have intelligent communicators all across the globe, we will be really a peaceful planet. The same goes even from very basic level of communication. I personally feel it is not about English only, in all the languages, all the world. We don't like people who talk. And if they talk to the point, really, it's like the person is over smart. But we actually get impressed by the people. When large audience there, we start appreciating them. Oh, wow, that person speaks really good. But I don't feel that every good communicator gets the same response in the setting of their family. So if somebody talks intelligent, who talks beyond the limit, we normally tell them, you shut your mouth, don't speak. From there it starts. We start shutting kids very early. So when you shut a child, actually you shut all generation. So that starts from there. Communication, if you'll ask me, this is the only problem I face. You give them mere topics like cow or dog or something, it's still that shyness, the curtain of shyness is always there. They feel that if I'll speak, people will judge me because they have been judged initially from the side of their family, the parents, very near and dear ones, and then it goes on. So communication is the key of life, and it is said that 80% communication is non-verbal, like body language, the smile, the way you sit, the way you walk, not only words, your thought process when you are sitting somewhere. It's not only words people are hearing. People can feel your emotions in it. People can feel your, background in it. People can get to know a lot of things just by the communication. So it is not about the words, the language. It is overall perception about the world and yourself. So communication is it's a big market nowadays. Business communication is a big market, and I'm happy for that. But sometimes I feel we are westernizing communication a lot.
Okay.
Westernizing it a lot. When you are in Indian setting, let the communication be like this. We are open people, open for debates and open for arguments and open for discussions. We should not shut people. That is very westernized concept, to shut people and show the authority. So we should tell our young ones to speak out. Let them speak. I feel that will be the baseline of communication. They will learn. Communication is all about expressing your ideas, your thoughts.
Your thoughts.
And language should not be a hindrance. I personally feel that we should not tell people that particular language should go on. Language is a matter of time. If you invest your time, efforts, you learn it quite easily. It's all about this. Yes.
Oh, great. Thanks for sharing that.
We are, as I told you, that we are a partner with IDP. So all the IELTS come under that, and we train people for IELTS. But actually, we start from very basic, from first standard. And the courses are designed through Cambridge University Press itself. And because everybody feels that my English is good and I can design my own course, definitely. But the best thing has happened 2 years back, that Cambridge has designed courses especially for India. And that's what we are promoting right now. And the courses start from the scratch, even from the pre-primary. So whatever courses we are promoting right now are all Cambridge-oriented courses, where students have to go through a diagnostic test, and then we will test where do you stand in the language competence, and then we go further, and a specific syllabus is provided to you, and at the end there will be an assessment final. So we have an MAU done with Cambridge University. I had been there in their global seminar as well, presenting Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha, because Sumati Deshmukh is a kind of institute under the banner of umbrella of Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha. So I personally feel, because we have students learning from pre-primary to MBA and then PhD, and everywhere the problem is different. And I personally feel that as early as you start, language should be learned by the age of 10. After that, you get mastery in that. So we have really small courses. If you will come, like people can visit our institute, they would get to know and they would get surprised that Cambridge has designed books even for pre-primary students. Beautiful books. And the biggest, I would say the core competence of Cambridge is their adaptation to the technology. So in every book, there is a kind of barcode system. You scratch it, scan it through your mobile, which kids are now, they are pro in it, doing these things. And you would have access to the cloud, where you have songs, where you have audio-visual aids. You can watch them, you can solve it just like games.
Fantastic.
So that's why, anybody can go and do it, but Cambridge has enough money to invest in these things. If we start planning it from the start, and there's a team of more than 4,000 teachers from across the globe who design these courses. And that's why we promote these courses here. Because at the end, then students get some certificate from Cambridge. So that actually helps them.
What activities does your department offer in addition to the courses?
We have workshops, many workshops, and corporate training programs, especially designed for the people with a specific object. Like in corporate settings, sometimes they require only writing skills, email writing, and other different things where they are going to just write the email, write the corporate letters, these kinds of interviews are also a concern with many consultants. So we have mock interviews program organized through us. And then business communication is also a part where there's a package where everything involves. The speaking skills are there, writing skills are there, the listening skills are there, office etiquettes are there. Everything is involved in. And other than that, we also provide specific trainings for a specific, group, not only corporate, beyond that. So teachers training programs are also there. Right now, we have a summer camp, upcoming summer camp here, starting from 15th of April. So, nice. English oriented, definitely. So there is dramas, poetry, storytelling, riddles, puzzles, everything is there. So
fantastic.
We try to cover all the peripheries coming under this thing, and definitely the new brains come up with new ideas. So our trainers sometimes bring something on platform which is totally different. So everything which is needed, we are always ready to deliver it to our students.
Okay, that is great. And I forgot to ask you this question. Your institute offers, your English department offers Cambridge language. Cambridge Institute.
English. Cambridge English.
Sorry?
The main motive of offering Cambridge English is, as I told you before, in India, everybody has awesome English. But nobody's certificate is globally recognized.
Correct.
So, because if I am teaching somebody, if I'm giving somebody, I'm sharing my knowledge with them, they should have some paper proof. I hope you understand when I'm taking paper. The proof on the paper that I have done this thing.
Totally.
No matter how brilliant your English is, when you go to global platform, you need some kind of paper certificate. And Cambridge has global recognition. So when it is a kind of hype made about Cambridge that these courses are expensive. No, those are not. Even some local classes charge more than Cambridge.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's the reality. And they do sometimes, definitely, practice makes man perfect. So they can actually assist you to speak English. But still, if you really want to go abroad, if you are exploring your horizons, if you're thinking that you should go beyond, then you need certificates. And Cambridge is the highest level of certifications provided through any English teaching institution or organization.
Certainly, yes. Thank you for sharing this. So, Trupti, you have learned English and you have, been working in that field. And which other languages do you know? Indian or foreign?
I knew Hindi. I belong to a background where dialects are more prominent than the language.
Okay.
So, my native town was from, MP, UP, the border. So ours is a dialect. Language came to my life really later in life. English was the official language because UP used to have conversation.
Right.
Inside the house, outside the house, both. And then I came to Maharashtra in year 2007. I learned Marathi after that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my colleagues feel that I really speak awesome Marathi. And French is the language which I learned with the course of time because I was interested. And then I'm learning Sanskrit. So I'm a language person. I need to upgrade myself as many as. Noam Chomsky is a world famous dramatist. And he's a researcher and he talks about the language and the grammar. He says that a common human being, a normal, average human being can learn 8 languages very easily. It's just that we have made a brain that we cannot.
Right.
So the moment you become, I cannot, you cannot. So I'm thinking, let me prove that I can learn at least 4 languages really well. So that's what I'm trying. And I never got a chance to train people in French because English, as I grew up working in the field of English, I got to know there's a lot to do in English itself. Like IELTS is there, TOEFL is there. And then English is a part of all the competitive exams. We are training people for same also. And language changes, So for IELTS, the syllabus is totally different. And when it comes to the public service examination, the syllabus is totally different. That is more focused on grammar. And when it comes to written things, again, there are standards, international, national, and state level standards of writing skills, even when it comes to English. So, as I was exploring it, I got to know English has a lot to do. So, I could not excel myself in other languages, definitely, but I am trying my level best.
Okay. Yeah, that is great. And you mentioned the dialects you used to speak before the language. So, can you tell us the names of the dialects?
Why not? The dialect which we speak normally is Bagheli. Bagheli. It is a kind of part of Madhya Pradesh, which is known as Baghelkhand. It is nearby Prayagraj. That White Tiger, if you have heard about White Tiger. So that Amarkantak in Pune, that is very famous. Amarkantak is very famous due to Narmada Parikrama and Narmada Brahman. So there, that region is called Baghelkhand, and the language they speak is called Bagheli. Bagheli is there. Mixed languages are there, dialects are there, and main dialects, but Bagheli is quite
common. That's an interesting conversation. And one more question I would like to ask you. The Sumati Deshmukh Institute of Languages, or Language Institute. So I think it is playing an important role in the Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha. So can you elaborate it a little bit?
Yes. Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha itself is a brand name. We are a big institution. You name it and we have a kind of situation in there right now when it comes to education and academics. We have schools, we have pre-primary schools, we have English medium schools, we have engineering college, we have architecture college, we have IT department, our IT college, information technology college, and we are just jumping in artificial intelligence. We have laser technology, yes, we have vocational, we have our MBA. So when I am talking about Maharshi Karve Stree Shikshan Sanstha, I am talking about 35,000 girls.
Oh.
And when I am talking about 35,000 girls, English is definitely, the language play a really, really important role. Out of 35,000, I'm not telling everybody is aiming or everybody is dreaming to go abroad. But yes, there is a chunk of a student, even if I'm talking about 10%, that goes to 3,500 students every year aspire to go abroad.
Yeah.
And either it is an European country or any other country like Italy or maybe France or you can say Germany. We are there. We are always there to assist them. Then they need language training. And if it can be done under the same roof, why not? As I said, we are talking about a big chunk, big number. And the whole objective of starting this institution was to assist our own girls first. Because there are girls who move abroad every year, and that's the only reason that IDP is a partner with us, because the highest footfall in IDP is there from our institutions.
Yes.
This number of the girls every year try to go abroad, even for the purpose of masters, either or a double masters. Okay. After engineering, I think the Cummins College of Engineering is well known in Pune, and yeah, that is one of the best in the vicinity. So students when they are moving abroad, they need some assistance, some guidance, and some kind of supervision where they can get to know about this, that how. The first question is how. So dreams there, we are there to wing them, So that is where we stand. We support them through their language learning. Sometimes their objective can be just to become a trainer, because foreign language training is really a good paying job. So trainers really get a good amount in it, and they aim to just become a language trainer. Sometimes many of our students are now business communication skill trainers, and they are earning better. Really, they are names in this therapy. Now, as digital marketing, the social media is booming. Some of our students are really they have more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube just teaching English.
Fantastic.
So, yes, it is like this. So this is what we can bring the change. We can bring the change. It is not necessarily that degree will decide your job profile or designation. You can decide it. Now, even after doing MBA, you should choose what kind of business. If you feel that I will go to social media platform and I'll create my channel and I'll be earning in millions. It's a brilliant idea.
Yes.
Let the meme be end.
Yes.
So that's where we stand, ma'am. We assist our students.
Okay.
Chasing their dreams, I must say.
Wow. Very well said. Great. It was nice talking to you, Trupti.
It's same here, Lalita ma'am. It's same here. I really felt obliged. I really am thankful that you people have given us this opportunity. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
And you all are doing great work, and I wish you all the best for all your future endeavors and activities, ventures, camps, everything.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you. We need the blessings and support from everybody. I request everybody who's listening to this podcast to please visit our organization.
So if Trupti, somebody wants to visit your organization online, so maybe they are not from Pune, so how do they find out? So any website address can you mention?
Yes, we have our website address. You just have to write maharshikarve.org and you will find it.
Oh, thank you very much. And
my pleasure always. Thank you everybody who's listening to it. Thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks to you.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.